in the Americas, there is a new type of Milsim. Here is everything you need to know about Delta's game style. I just got a message. Delta Squad has created a new form of unconventional gameplay. Actually, well, we didn't create it. This style was created in Europe. This is where combat isn't always the case. Introducing ADOP-SIM, Advanced Operational Simulation. This new Milsim is a complete different look on the world of airsoft and Milsim. Now, we say it's a new concept, but it is worldwide. However, Delta has been doing it for almost 4 years now. What's the difference? A unique style of play, more realistic stress on players, consistent threat, and real results. Here are the rules of ADOP-SIM. ADOP-SIM rules are each operation can take days, weeks, or even months, unlike a couple hours or at max a week like a normal milsim. Players go off and on duty constantly. A player will take part for an extended period of time, then go on break for an extended period of time, generally 48 hours or more, for both off and on the clock. When a player is on the clock, he can be killed at any time, even when he is sleeping, eating, or etc. So most players will utilize a concealed carry weapon, i.e. a compact pistol, knife, or other means of self-preservation. A player will contribute to a task or complete a task or missions while on duty when he is on his clock. However, most roll-to-roll players won't get to, be able to do anything while they're off the clock, except prepare for when they are on the clock. Now, other rules follow. ADOP-SIM is very, very roleplay oriented, and even though it has a lot of combat, it has a lot of non-combat roles as well. That way people can get involved and still feel the stress, yet not have to worry about constant fighting, combat, and endless BB wars that are pointless in my opinion. All ADOP-SIMs are interconnected. Every story can be tied into another ADOP-SIM in the world. It's like an open world game, but it never ends, and every story can affect another story, even from different countries, continents, or places. Because of this, when a player is dead, he cannot respawn or play as the same character ever again. Medic rules. We have 3 types of injuries in ADOP-SIM. Less than lethal is a limb shot, which are less than lethal. Torso shots, like lower torso, are less than lethal. And if they're shot once, a medical kit or an AFAC can heal this by anybody. If they are shot twice as a non-lethal, then it will take a medic to apply a medical kit. Shot 3 times, it'll consist of an IV simulated with a bottle of water by a medic. 4 times or more equals a critical injury. Critical injuries is 4 times or more being shot with less than lethal or upper torso shots. Must be exactly a 10-minute surgery, which is a simulated surgery, and then a medic can go and play for the rest of his time that he was going to be spent. However, he must take an extended leave afterwards to simulate a medical leave. So what that means is, if a player is shot critically, he can opt for a 10-minute surgery, which means he goes out for 10 minutes with the medic for a fake simulated surgery, and then he is allowed to continue the fight for what was left of his time serving. After that, he has to go on leave like normal, but unlike normal, since he did take the 10-minute surgery, his time will be extended. And that's up to the game master to decide. If he does not take the 10-minute surgery, he must be extracted for medical leave immediately, and then he just takes a normal time off, but he has to end his term early. Deadly wounds. Alright, if this hits anywhere near your heart or anywhere on your head, so even if you're hit in the upper torso, you're generally fine unless it hits directly where your heart was, or at least roughly, or anywhere in the head. This is considered a deadly wound. All non-VIP characters will die instantly. Any VIP character may have a chance to roll for life if he is important to the story. He may be forced just to take a long, extended off-duty break, probably a month or more, to symbolize a long medical leave, or he can go for surgery. He will choose the side of the coin he likes, and if it lands on heads or tails, depending on what he picks, if it's in his favor, he will live, only taking a short, forced off-duty break. However, he chooses the wrong side, he dies. It all depends on the Game Master's decision. Alright, so here's how the medical leave situations work. The play on forced break for medical leave is always off duty unless a scenario calls for him to be on duty. For example, when protected the injured VIP to medevac him or defending a hospital with him in it. So that means if a guy is on leave, he is always off duty unless the scenario calls for us to extract him for some scenario purpose. Otherwise, if a guy is on medical leave, he is not allowed to be in the ADOP-SIM. He is on that break that I told you. He's off duty. When you're off duty, you have nothing to do with the ADOP-SIM until you get back on duty, and then you're ready to go again. Alright. The operations are extremely unconventional. It's not always military operations and can be diplomatic as well if needed for the story. Though hardcore Milsim-like operations are common, roleplay and long periods of planning and small operations are common as well. So, just as you would see the, Jet the Desert Fox, copyright, I know, but Jet the Desert Fox busting down a door, kicking butt and taking names, yes, we do have that. That is a thing that happens. We have those military-like operations. But at the same time, we have different operations too, and for extended periods of time. So, very, very unconventional. Very, very focused on roleplay. Well, thanks for listening. If you want to get involved in ADOP-SIM, send me a message or write a comment down below. We welcome our new campaigns from all over. Just keep in mind every story is in the same world as ours, so whatever you do could affect everyone. If you want to start an ADOP-SIM story, I can help you out, but we need to make it official so that it can tie in with other ADOP-SIMs, because this is all considered one long open world type operation. Everything that happens in ADOP-SIM, rather 4 years ago or now, can affect the future operation, because it's all considered in the same world, if you will, all canon. Like I said, leave a comment if you're interested. We'll discuss how you can get involved. This is Delta, CO Black Spartan, signing off. See you on the flip side. Like and subscribe.